Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and I thought I'd get back to basic roots here and do a makeup review. Anyway, you never know how challenged you are till you have to try to make heating hot water interesting for folks, and I really thank all of you who got through that with me. I did decide to do a mid-month haul because I've just been getting so many different things and I haven't been talking about them. I'm usually too tired when I get home from work, and on the weekends we go out and we do stuff. There's been a lot of things going on, and so anyway, let's start with some stuff. I've been meaning to talk about this for quite a while, but this is a wallet I picked up at TJ Maxx, and there's nothing really crazy unique about it except it is lined with a protective coating so that people can't scan your credit cards. And there are handbags that are like this, made with this stuff in the wallets too. So it's something that I think is really important nowadays for security. I am not sponsored by anybody. The brand is Adrienne Vitadini. So I think it's just a generic brand from TJ Maxx. But you can find these in different places, and if you're going to have a wallet for your credit cards and things, it's a really good idea to get one with this lining in it that's made especially to deflect away anybody who's trying to scan, because I guess they can stand like right next to you and they can use this little machine. They can scan your credit card information and your driver's license. So it's just, I mean, not to start panic or anything, but I think it's a great idea, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I've also wanted to talk about my nail polish because I'm very tickled about this. This is Essie ballet slippers, and I know that some of you are familiar with this. It's an old school color from way back when we started talking about Essie nail polishes 5 years ago when I first started. Well, this color is very special because apparently the royals over there in the UK, the Queen especially, they have certain dress code rules, and one of the things is they have to have neutral fingernails. They can't have bright reds or bright purples or anything like that. They have to have neutrals. And her favorite color, Queen Elizabeth, her favorite color is ballet slippers from Essie, and she has several backups, I guess, when she travels. And I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm feeling very, very classy right now. So see, and I do the wave. I do the wave. So that's Essie and ballet slippers. It's a wonderful nail polish. It's a beautiful color. It goes with everything, all skin tones. It's a great color. I had, speaking of TJ Maxx, I had bought up all of the wine wipes I could find. And a wine wipe, it's a thin, looks almost like a stiff tissue paper soaked in goop. Well, you rub it all over your lips, and it takes off wine stains off the inside of your lips. You know how you look like you had a mange the next morning if you've had wine? Well, I do. Anyway, I was buying these wine wipes. I mean, you don't need to use them every day, hopefully, but you know, if I'm going into work, I don't want to have this mangy black and reddish, you know, blotches all over my mouth. So this takes them off really well. So I went online to Amazon and I found them on there, and you can get a pack of 50 for like 14 bucks, something like that. So it was a pretty good deal, except they taste so bad. They're so metallic. So I mean, I will link them below because they work really well, but you have to like wipe them off afterwards with something else because that taste is just so chemical. Oh my god, I don't know what it is that they have in here that does that, but a lot of regular, if you try taking it off with, you know, regular makeup removers and things like that, or even sugar scrubs, it doesn't always get the wine stain out, because wine is it does stain, and I love red wine, so wine wipes, really, really helpful thing. So I thought I'd just mention that. So I had a disappointment mascara and a holy grail mascara this month, and I'm really amazed that I don't like this one. This is the La Volume de Chanel, and this is Chanel's new mascara. I just got a sample perk thing, and I absolutely hate it. It gives you those like 5 lashes kind of effect. It clumps them all together, and then there were all these little flakes under my eyes at the end of the day. I was really surprised for a Chanel product that they would fail me like that, but that's Chanel and that is the Le Volume, so lay no, like Pepe Le Pew would say. But the good one, and I think I talked about this in my last video, this is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. This is outstanding. I think I like it even better than my Milk Kush mascara. It's absolutely outstanding. Now you can get, I got this as a 100 point perk, but you can buy the sample size from Sephora. This is just a perfect mascara. It gives you almost a false lash effect. I'm wearing it now. Well, you can't see anyway. Perfect. You can control the brush. It is a slightly wet formula. It's easy cleanup. It does not leave dings even on the hottest, most humid day. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I will, once I get this down and some of the others I have going, I will be buying the full size of this, and I'll pay my own cash money for it. I love this. It's beautiful. Hourglass's new mascara, Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, it's called. I think they took out all of Sonia Kashuk's makeup, and that's a shame. Another thing that Target got in though, and I'm really impressed, is they have Profusion stuff. And Profusion did send me a few things, and I'm always honest with you, because I'm telling you, Profusion is usually hit or miss with me. But this is always a hit, and I think this is better than high-end. This is like the only product from Profusion I would 100% recommend. Totally love this. It's the brow kit. Now they have, this is the light to medium brows. They also have a medium to dark brow kit. This is just everything you need for perfect brows. This kit is so inexpensive, and what it does for that inexpensive price, you have a pair of tweezers, which work really well. They're like slant tips tweezers. You have some, this is the brow gel, a clear brow gel. You get a nice neutral universal, this is a taupe pencil. And then you've got the brow powders and wax. And you get a brow brush and spoolie. And I mean, this whole kit, it's like $5.99 or something. It's unbelievably well priced. And I love the fact that once you put the pencil on, I like to draw the pencil first for my brows, and then you can just go over with one of the lighter colors and lighten it up if it's too dark for you, or you can darken it up if it's, you know, not dark enough for you. And then you've got the wax here, which I like to use the wax with the spoolie and stick it in there. Or you can use the clear gel. I think it's a remarkable deal, and I'm really pleased with it. I totally recommend it. The Profusion brows, and this is from their new collection, the Daydreaming collection that they just came out with for the fall. They sent this to me about a month ago, and I haven't gotten to it because I just haven't really been enthused about their stuff. Now, speaking of cheapy lines, LA Girl is in CVS now. My CVS carries the LA Girl line. I have been really enjoying their lip pencils. I know this seems really weird to like. Now they have that Crayola smell to them, but they're creamy and they last all day. And in fact, when I put one of these on one day, I put a NARS lipstick over the top of it, and by noontime the NARS lipstick was gone, and this lip liner was still there, just like I just put it on. So it's got really good lasting power, and it will hold in the lip line, so your lipstick won't migrate out into those tiny little lines around your mouth that we all just love now that we're over 60. They had a special buy one get one free. So these are the iLux quads, and these remind me of the quality of the Wet n Wild colors. Now I have the purple one and the brown one. They have quite a nice assortment of different ones. But you get 4 shades in each one. And you can make a nice basic eye with this, and there is a nice shimmer in here, so you can do, you know, a fancy like underline, you know, to smoke it out, or you can do a nice shimmery lid. But this light color makes a great base. This makes a nice transition color. This is a nice corner shade. You can make a perfect base eye with this. The purple, I saw the advertisement, you know, they had a picture of a lady wearing this particular palette, and it looks stunning on her. And some of these colors are just beautiful on their own, even if you add them just to complement another palette. These are great shades, and I think these were $4.99 or something. They're just incredibly cheap. So I thought these were a good deal, a good for the price, and a good quality, like a Wet n Wild quality. Yeah, it's good. Better than that, and what I've been reaching for way more than this is this. This was a surprise. I was in Kohl's returning something. I think I was returning a Lorac something or other. Anyway, I happened to mosey on through and I saw this Foiled Again, it's called. And this palette has, I say this was the perfect beginner palette because it has a great mirror. The Balm has the greatest packaging. Now they make it look like the Daily News, and they have all of the colors here. They're small pans. But right down here on this bottom row is like the perfect base eye. You've got your base light color, you've got your perfect crease color, you're a little bit of a transition, you've got a nice dark corner, and then you've got these shimmers up here. Beautiful shimmers. The only one I haven't used is this kind of bronzy gold. I'll find a use for it, maybe lining under the eyes or something, but oh my goodness, these two, and this one is just, it comes off silver. It doesn't come off the color. It looks like it's almost a purple, but it's more of a silver when you put it on, and it's stunning. And the way these are, they're already foiled, and if you understand what that means, usually when you have to foil an eye color, you have to spray your brush with some kind of setting spray or water or eye, you know, like eye drops, and then you dip it into the color, and because it's wet, it makes the color come out really well. Well, these are already pre-foiled, if you can understand that. When you stick your brush in and you put it on, it's there already, and it's got a beautiful texture to it. So I think that this particular palette, I like it better than Norvina, and I have done more looks with this, but I'm just so tickled. This is just the perfect, especially these three colors are the perfect basic colors that anybody can use. And you know, all of these shimmers are just beautiful, but you know, that silver is stunning, this dark blue is stunning. This comes off a little lighter in person than it looks in the pan. And then this color, I love to line my eyes with this color. What is this called? Cahoots. Yeah. The only color I have not used is this again. You know, it's that kind of goldy, kind of mustardy gold color. And then I haven't really used this one too much. And I think in the autumn time I will use this. But this is a fabulous little palette, and it's, you know, a lot less money than the Norvina. So I mean, if you haven't bought Norvina yet, have a look at this. And they do have a swatchy sample out there, so you can swatch it on your hand or whatever, and you can see what I mean about the foiled shades, because they really are fabulous. So Foiled Again, and that's from The Balm. You can order this online as well. Another disappointment, and this is really bad, a lot of makeup artists use the Embryolose moisturizer. There's a certain smell to it. Well, Embryolose, I'm probably really massacring the name, they came out with a BB cream, and I decided to buy, there's just one shade. It's just there. The shade is called, it's just there. So when I put it on, it is a slight tint, but not enough to cover anything. It is really just almost like a primer. It just is, it gives you a healthy glow. It smells like suntan lotion and an old lady's perfume. And hey, what am I saying? I'm an old lady. It doesn't smell like Shalimar. Yeah, a strong scent of zinc, and it doesn't have that high in SPF. I think it's only SPF 20. The way it smells, you would think it'd be like SPF 60. It's disappointing. It didn't do anything at all for me, and it just doesn't play well with others either. I had it underneath my makeup, and it does not play well with certain other makeups. You have to be careful what makeup you put over the top of it. I certainly couldn't use it on its own. If you have really good skin and you want a no makeup day, maybe you can do this, but unfortunately the Embryolisse Secret D Maquillage Complexion Illuminating Veil, it's called, is a BB cream that is tinted. Tinting slightly warm toned white girl tint. Yeah, that was a fail. What I did do to try to save it is I added in my Derma Blend Creator Drops, and that helped, but I almost had to use as many of these as I would using this on its own, so it was really kind of a waste. And I think this runs about $38, so I feel not ripped off, but I mean, I just feel disappointed in it. See, when you listen to young people talk about foundations, you can't trust them. Just can't trust them. Nothing's beaten out this yet, and this is my Outdoor Girl BB cream. Well, actually, it's a foundation. Flawless Foundation from Outdoor Girl, OG. I know it's very popular in the UK. You can find it in the pound store. In here, you can find Ocean State Job Lot. It's $2.50 there. I can't find it online anymore, so obviously they've discontinued this, or they're not getting it anymore from wherever it is it's made. It's my favorite foundation type thing right now. I love it. It oxidizes darker, maybe about a half a shade after you've had it on for about 20 minutes. But I love it. It makes you look great. It blends nicely into the skin. If you have dry skin, it looks great. It looks great. So Outdoor Girl foundation, I mean, I can't find anything that's better than this right now. Emily Noel was talking about this, and she lined her eyes. This is the Wet n Wild Brow Lift pencil, and I think I've tried something like this before. You basically stick it on the inner rim of your lower eye, and it brightens up your eyes. And I usually don't have luck with that kind of pencil because it's either too hard or it's too soft or it disappears. But this one actually does work pretty well. It wasn't made for that though. It was made actually to go underneath your eyebrow and above your eyebrow to accentuate your brows. So it does work for that. It does not work as a concealer or an under eye dark circle cover. It's too patchy, flaky looking for that. But it does work really well in your inner rim and also just underneath and above your eyebrow to accentuate your eyebrows. Oh, these things. These are called Vita Energy mints, and they are mints that have caffeine in them. And before you go freaking out, it's not like a Red Bull or anything. These are cool. This is a chocolate mint flavor, and then they had contacted me, and I said, well, I love spearmint, so they sent me spearmint, and then they sent me the chocolate mint as a surprise. There is about 40 milligrams of caffeine in each one of these. And that sounds like a lot, but it's actually, there's 80 in an average cup of coffee. So it's about half a cup of coffee in one of these. So if you're headed for a meeting, you don't want to fall asleep in the meeting, or if you're driving and you're not near a donkey, you can just pop one of these puppies in, and it won't shock your system like some of the really harsh caffeine drinks would do, or even those little mini things. I think these are great, and they taste good, and they freshen your breath, which to me that's great because I'm always knocking people over with my dragon breath with, you know, I drink coffee all the time and everything. Anyway, I'll put one in now. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice, this is a company out of Tennessee, and just really nice, and it's just very convenient to have. And I think, of course, now it's nighttime, and I just took some caffeine. Anyway, half a cup of coffee. It's not going to hurt anything, and I like that it freshens your breath. It's a nice, pleasant mint, and the chocolate mint is really nice too if you like that flavor. I tend to bite into these things. It's good. It's very refreshing, really good. So they're called Vita Mints, Vita Energy Breath Mints, and I'll put a link below to that because really, really good. I especially like the spearmint. They have limited edition makeup sometimes that you can't get anywhere else, and I hate going through Walmart. I really do. I don't like supporting them. But they had the limited edition Rimmel palettes, and this is the one that is just beautiful. What is the name of this one? Electric Violet. These colors are stunning. They're Wet n Wild quality or better. This is the Jewel Rocks edition, and I am wearing the green and the blue from this today. And then this one is the one everybody likes to compare with the Heat palette from Urban Decay. This is the Spice palette from Rimmel, and these colors all come off really, really nicely pigmented. They blend well. You do get a double-ended tool. Is a brush on one end and then a spongy tip on the other end. There's no mirror with these, but there's just a nice assortment of colors. You can see that. And it does come off like the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So these run, I think, around $6.99, so $7 for a palette. I would suggest these two. I think these two, the purple one and the Spice, are the best ones, and you just won't believe it. And I keep coming up with new looks. I use the things in this as a compliment. I can't make one eye look from this palette because there's no neutral mattes and stuff to make a base with, but there's some beautiful adding colors. This is turquoise. That's quite a surprise in here, but it's very, very pretty on, and I sometimes will line underneath my eyes with it. So I'm enjoying these two palettes, and this one selects colors out of this one. So I would suggest the Jeweled, the Electric Violet, and the Spice edition from Rimmel. And I believe they are an exclusive with Walmart. Unfortunately, you can only get them there. I was watching Jam Beauty 89. She's a school teacher, and she's a young gal. She has oily skin. She and I don't agree at all with foundations, but she demonstrated this, I don't know, maybe a month ago now, and I bought it just based on her demonstration. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, and it's just the darn silliest looking thing. It looks like shoe polish almost. You open it up this way, you squeeze a little out of the top, and I'll just do this, and you just make a stripe, and you can just blend it in with your fingers, and it makes the prettiest, most subtle blush. I have it on today. Let me just put this on here, and you can just blend it with your fingers. But it's a beautiful kind of a gray toned brown, and it's not shiny, it's a matte finish. This is wonderful, and it's so easy to use and fast. I mean, it just looks really natural. And for some reason, I feel like I can control exactly where on my St. Bernard gels I put this, so I can hide, hide them. Because, there's a section in the front with my chin that I don't want to contour this, because I just want to contour the St. Bernard gel part, and I can control it with this much better than a powder. So that's the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. It's beautiful, beautiful. For blush, I know I told you I liked the Paradise Peach blush from L'Oreal. This is the Fantastica color. It's a beautiful matte. I'm wearing it now. Because of that, I went off and got another shade, and this is Bashful. This is slightly, it's got a slight shine to it, and it comes off more like it has the highlight in with it, but it's a very pretty blush color. If you're a medium to light skinned person and very pale, this will look very pretty on you, and you don't need to use a highlighter. There is a bit of a glow with it. If you have a lot of texture on your skin, you may not like this, but out of the two, I prefer the Fantastica, but Bashful is a really close second, and I think it's very pretty. They're very different, even though they look similar shades. I wish they had more shades in this. I didn't see enough unique shades. Also from LA Girl, I wanted to try one of their blush face palettes. They had a couple. Now this one is very, very pigmented, pinky coral color, and then this one is your kind of paler warm tone orange. This is a nice bronzer. It's not really a good contour, it's more of a bronzer. And then this pulls very, very yellow. This is a very warm toned highlighter. Now they lasted really well. There was great staying power with this. So again, if you're on a budget, these things are so inexpensive, and I got this at CVS, so you can use your coupons with CVS, which I love to do. I love getting those extra bucks, you know. I have 3 lip products to show you. This is the NYX Lip Luster, and this color is called Rustic Mirage. And this is a very Your Lips Only Better color. Right there. It's a beautiful, beautiful lip color. I love it. It's just gorgeous on. It's a Your Lips But Better, slightly dark lipstick. And very, very nice. I like the formula of these lip lusters from NYX, or NYX as some of you call it. Something else from NYX, this is the something else from NYX. This is the Velvet Matte lipstick in Soft Femme, and this is a pretty kind of a neutral mauve color. It's a creamy matte. It's not a real harsh, dry, cakey, show all the texture in your lips matte. It's a comfortable matte, and I really like this, and this lasts quite a while on your lips. Very, very pretty color. Soft Femme is this particular color, and that's the Velvet Matte from NYX. And the last one is from CYO Makeup, which is a Walgreens thing. This is a wonderful lip gloss. I love this. This is my red lipstick. And I mean, you put it on, it's like kapow. Woo! It's a beautiful red. It's a warm tone red. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, I mean, I've really scaled down my collection a lot, and to keep some things like this is, they've got to be good for me to keep them. I love that. My goodness. Okay, what in the world is this? This is a bowl with a drop of Dawn dishwashing liquid and about a cup of apple cider vinegar. I put a piece of plastic over the top, and then I made some holes with a pencil just in the top. I made like 6 holes in the top. I set it out on the counter. This is the season for fruit flies, and I can't stand it. I see them in the donut racks at Dunkin' Donuts this time of year. In August, September, it happens, and it's creepy. Especially in September, you're going to see them in there, and you'll see them flying around. You're like, oh, they're laying eggs in the donuts. You know? Anyway, I don't want them in my house, and for some reason they wind up in the house, probably from bugs cooking or something, or dropping, you know, things on the floor. We're always leaving food out by mistake. We eat something we forget, put it in the sink. Well, then we have the little flying things around, drive us nuts. I just put this out last night, and we have like, there's like 30 of them in here. What happens is the fruit flies smell the vinegar, and they crawl around the top, and they find the little hole, and they go through, and then they can't find their way back out. Here's one right now about to land. Go ahead, there you go. Oh, I wish you could get this. He's walking around. What's he doing here, you're saying? Anyway, they walk around, they get caught underneath, and then they fly off of the inside, and they hit the vinegar, and they drown, or just die instantly with no pain. Okay. I just love this. This is just a homemade remedy. There's no chemicals, nothing. And after 2 days, these things, there's like 40 of them in there. You dump it out, rinse out the thing, you put new red wine vinegar and just a drop of the Dawn liquid. For some reason, that's an important part of it. I think it kills them or makes them sink to the bottom. I don't know what it is, but it works. It works really well. So if you have fruit flies, this is a great thing to do, and don't leave food out. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a wonderful week, and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles with my Queen's nail polish on.